So I happen to know that a lot of kids are reading this book right now. Raise your hand if you are reading or have read Wonder. Oh, adults and kids. It also was turned into a movie, so raise your hand if you have seen the movie. I have not seen the movie yet because I'm a little nervous that it won't be as good as the book, and this is one of my absolute favorites. However, this book is written for kids that are a little bit older, unless you do it as a read aloud. So authors are very smart. And this author had a message that she wanted to get out to kids, and she realized that not all kids were going to get the message because the book was a little too hard. Do you know what she did? She wrote another book. And this one is a picture book. This one you can read even if you're not a 3rd or 4th or 5th grade or grown-up reader. And it has the same message as the chapter book. Okay? So in a minute, we have students who are going to be reading the picture book version of Wonder, which is called We're All Wonders. And they're going to read it in both English and in Spanish. And just a little background, the author wrote this story because when her kids were young, she was at the ice cream shop with them, and they met a little girl who looks a lot like Augie does in the book. And her youngest was in a carriage, very young, and her son got scared and started to cry because someone looked so different. And do you know what she did? She got really nervous and embarrassed, and she left really quickly so that the little girl and her family wouldn't see that her son was crying. And when she got home, it really bothered her that that's what she had done. She felt like she didn't handle it very well, and she wishes she could do it over again so she could have handled it a little bit better. So, years later, that story stuck with her, and she wanted to spread a message based on a lesson that she had learned when she met this little girl at the ice cream shop. So as you're listening to the story today, and at the end, we're going to talk a little bit about what do we think R.J. Palacio's message is from both stories, Wonder and We're All Wonders. So you should be sitting on your bottom with your hands in your lap, because our readers have worked very hard practicing reading this book to you in both English and in Spanish.
We're All Wonders, written and illustrated by R.J. Palacio.
Todos Somos Únicos, escrito y ilustrado por R.J. Palacio.
I know I'm not an ordinary kid.
Sé que no soy un chico normal.
Sure, I do ordinary things. I ride a bike. I eat ice cream. I play ball.
Por supuesto, hago cosas normales. Monto en bici, como helado, juego a la pelota.
I just don't look ordinary. I don't look like other kids.
Pero no tengo un aspecto normal. Soy diferente a los otros chicos.
My mom says I'm unique. She says I'm a wonder. My dog Daisy agrees. But some people don't see that I'm a wonder. All they see is how different I look.
Mi madre dice que soy único. Dice que soy maravilloso. Mi perra Daisy está de acuerdo con ella. Pero algunas personas no se dan cuenta de lo singular que soy. Lo único que ven es que soy diferente.
Sometimes they stare at me. They point or laugh. They even see mean things behind my back, but I can hear them.
A veces se me quedan mirando y me señalan o se echan a reír, incluso me critican a mi espalda, pero yo los oigo.
It hurts my feelings. It hurts Daisy's feelings too.
Me duele el alma, también le duele a Daisy.
When that happens, I put on my helmet. I put Daisy's helmet on too. And then we...
Cuando esto sucede, me pongo el casco. A Daisy también le pongo el casco. Y entonces...
Blast off! Up through the clouds.
Arriba, despegamos, arriba, 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 atravesamos las nubes,
Across the galaxy,
cruzamos la galaxia,
all the way to Pluto. We say hello to old friends.
hasta Plutón, saludamos a los viejos amigos.
Far away, the Earth looks so small. I can't see any people, but I know they're there. Billions of people, people of all different colors, people who walk and talk differently, people who look different, like me. The earth is big enough for all kinds of people.
Desde tan lejos la tierra parece muy pequeña. No se ven las personas, pero sé que están ahí. Millones y millones de personas, personas de distintos colores. Personas que caminan y hablan de modo distinto. Personas con aspecto diferente como yo. En la tierra hay espacio suficiente para todo tipo de gente.
I know I can't change the way I look, but maybe, just maybe,
Sé que no puedo cambiar el aspecto que tengo, pero tal vez.
people can change the way they see. If they do, they'll see that I'm a wonder.
La gente sí puede cambiar su modo de percibir las cosas. Si lo hacen, verán que soy único.
If they see that they're wonders too. We're all wonders.
Y verán que ellos también lo son. Todos somos únicos.
Look with kindness and you'll always find wonder.
Mira con bondad y descubriréis cosas únicas.
Okay, so you are going to turn and talk with a partner. What do you think the theme or the message of this book is? Share out some of our ideas. Jada, what do you think the theme or the message is?
Treat others the way they want to be treated and don't judge someone by the way they look.
Who has a different idea or a different way of saying it? Angelica?
If you look close, you can see we're all wonders.
How about Janice?
I think the theme and message of the book is that everyone is unique in their own way.
Mateo.
On the outside, they look different, but in the inside, they look just the same.
Excellent, nice job. Okay, boys and girls, put your hands down. And let's give our readers one last round of applause.